Hey there, welcome to the Morning Shred, brought to you by the all-new SnowboardsDOTcom. I'm Jenna, I've got Ryan from Ride here, and we're going to talk about the Ride Sash boot. So Ryan, who's this boot designed for?
Intermediate lady to not so much advanced, but intermediate lady looking to push the limits a little bit more.
Okay, and so let's start off by talking about the lacing on it.
Lacing is the boa coiler, which is phenomenal. Boa's done a great job redeveloping the boa, making it a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter. And the coiler on it is one of the key features of this boot. Basically, when you pull the knob out of the boa system and you get some of that tension or some of that slack, if you push it back in, it locks that slack. The old boa, you have to turn to get that slack to retrieve.
Right, because you loosen it up and the cord comes all out.
Exactly. Yep. So more revolutions, it's taking a little bit longer to lace up that boot and a little bit more wear and tear on the boa.
Sure.
So by pulling the boa out after you've reclamped it, it actually coils up most of that slack. And then you push it back in and a couple more revolutions of the boa and you're ready to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Also, we have the closer on it, which is also a key component of the lacing system. A lot of other boots that use a boa or a cable system, the lines will cross. On our boots, which is Ride exclusive, we use the closer system where the cables will wrap in and never cross each other, never touch each other. When you cross each other, they'll give you a tension or a pressure point, which makes the boot kind of uncomfortable. This does exactly what it's supposed to do, and the name of the part, the closer. While the cables are being tightened down, it actually closes on top of your foot instead of squishing down, giving you a very comfortable, supportive fit.
Nice, and I think it's important because I know a lot of times for girls or even guys, it's tough to really get that leverage and get your boots as tight as you want them and for them to stay tight.
Exactly.
You definitely aren't dealing with laces coming untied or anything like that. And if you're on the hill, it starts to loosen up, you can reach down, give it a couple cranks and...
Right. I recommend the boa to all ladies and kids just because it's that easy to get up and go.
Excellent. So how about the liner in this boot?
Liner is Intuition, has it's heat moldable, either with the body heat of your foot molding it, or you can have it specialty store. They have the moldable liner. They can mold it so it fits the form of your foot, or just the regular body heat.
Okay.
Internal and external J-bars. Internal J-bars are key. Keeps your heel from lifting up or jiggling around in there. Gives you a really good formed fit. External J-bars are on the outside of the liner inside the boot, which keeps that liner just locked into the boot and keeps it from lifting up or moving around, giving it added fit all the way around. Comfortable boot.
So what makes this boot different than, say, the Sage, which comes in a little bit below it?
It has one of the same features as the Sage, but a little bit more into it. It has the LSD Cat, which is lady-specific design cat adjustment technology. It's a mouthful, that's why we broke it down to LSD Cat. The Cat system is going to fit a little bit tighter. Designed for a woman, as we know, men and women are built differently, but designed for a woman's calf, whether it's an athletic calf or a skinny calf. The liner allows it to stretch out or be recessed back in. And what separates this from the Sage boot is the tensioner. Velcro tensioners are actually inside of the boot and Velcro to the liner.
On the shell of the boot.
On the shell of the boot. And these actually connect to the liner, giving it a little bit more of a snugger fit.
So it's kind of that more exact fit for that girl who's been out there before, it's not her first boot.
Right, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more athletic.
Okay.
Somebody looking for that perfect fit.
And it's a little bit stiffer of a boot, right?
Yes, flex rating 6 out of 10 versus the Sage is 4 out of 10.
Okay. Great. Well, there you go. That's the Ride Sash boot. Excellent boot for the intermediate level girl or possibly the athletic beginner, somebody who knows that they're going to be progressing fast.
Right. Anybody that's going to pick it up a little bit quicker and knows that they're going to be pushing that boot to the limit.
And wants a little bit more adjustability.
Exactly.
Excellent. Check it out on SnowboardsDOTcom. And thanks for watching The Morning Shred.